I noticed something. A lot of the job postings today have this disclaimer that says use of artificial intelligence in the hiring process. And they talk about using AI for sourcing, screening, and evaluating candidates. So in the past, ATS only relied on keyword match. And now applicant tracking systems actually have AI built into them that screens out applicants based on their match with the job and maybe also some unknown criteria. There are a lot of tools out there, but one of them is ADP's candidate relevancy tool. And it actually works by assessing how closely the skills, education, and experience listed on an applicant's resume match those listed on the job description. There's a lot of discussion going on online about this. So, if you're applying and if you see something like this, well, this employer may use an artificial intelligence algorithm to provide an initial comparison of an applicant's education or whatever. Then, like, there is the option to opt out. But a lot of people online say that that's not a good idea. So here's one person says, wondering the same as a fellow job hunter, I don't want AI to give me a relevancy score that may decrease my odds, but I'm unsure if opting out of this will make it less likely for my application to be viewed at all. And here another posting, and number 3, so the candidate relevancy model also leverages past decisions derived from millions of resumes and job descriptions where the selection decision is already known. So the system is trained by providing it with data of selected applicants, and that's how it's actually making decisions somehow. So, and I don't know what past decisions are used and how they are used. I assume this doesn't mean being rejected by previous employers means you can score lower on the next. And there is a number 6. For applicants who have chosen to opt out, their score will be listed as not available, which is the same indicator used if a relevancy score is unavailable for reasons other than opt out. And this person says, well, this tells me it's probably a very bad idea to opt out. So people feel compelled to opt in and accept this because you're applying, you're in a weaker position, you want a job, and you want at least your application to be seen. So how do you fight this? If they are using AI against you as a weapon, then you should use AI as a weapon against them. For this, I use jobser.ai. Basically, this is, a resume. Like if I submit it to that job, I will get 30% score. Of course, it's not the same score that ADP would calculate, but it just gives you an idea about the level of match. And if I make the changes that are suggested here, that are ranked by, importance, high, medium, low, and also there are 2 types of changes that the AI suggests. Well, this keyword is missing. Like if you have any skills or any experience that's related to this, you could actually add it. There is a suggested here, but you can actually change this to reflect your own experience. If there is a keyword that's missing from your resume and you don't have that skill, you can turn it off and you just don't do anything about it, but still add the ones that match you. There's also another section which just talks about the replacements, like how can you align your existing experience more with the job's language and requirements, the job adds language and the requirements listed in the job posting. So here you can also edit it. Sometimes the AI is, changing things. If you don't like it, if you don't like a certain word, you can just replace it. But basically, you can control the changes that you want to make to your resume so that your resume is more aligned with the job ad. And then it can just quickly optimize your resume by applying the changes. And once you apply this, once the AI applies these changes, you can see what it added and what it replaced. And it happens really quickly. So here, for example, okay, this is an addition. to, meet the keyword requirement, which is a build, measure, learn. It's, it's some additions of like some, skills that are required, and also some replacements that will align you better with the job. And after this, you can actually either copy and paste these into your resume, or you can just download your resume in, a lot of different formats that just by clicking on this button. If you want to write a cover letter quickly, you can just click this and it just gives you a cover letter. What I like about this tool is that you have control. So the AI is not just like writing bullshit. It actually only adds to your resume what you approve. It gives you full control on how you modify your resume. If you start off like with a good basic resume targeting the position, this is fine tuning to increase your chances. So I hope this helps.